Hello, truckers and truck lovers. Welcome back to Truck End Trends. Today, we're going to talk about one of the most important roles in the transportation industry, the freight broker. In this video, we'll be discussing what a freight broker is, what they do, and how they help keep the transportation industry moving. So, if you're interested in learning more about this crucial role, then keep watching. When we talk about the transportation industry, we're referring to the movement of goods and products from one place to another. This process involves a lot of different players, from the manufacturers and shippers to the carriers and drivers. One of the most important players in this process is the freight broker. So, what is a freight broker? To put it simply, a freight broker is a middleman between the shippers who need to transport goods and the carriers who can transport those goods. They act as a liaison between the two parties, helping to facilitate the transportation of goods from one place to another. Freight brokers are responsible for managing the logistics of the transportation process. This includes everything from finding carriers and negotiating rates to tracking shipments and handling any issues that may arise during transit. They are essentially responsible for ensuring that the transportation process runs smoothly and efficiently. Now that we know what a freight broker is, let's take a closer look at what they do on a daily basis. The primary role of a freight broker is to connect shippers with carriers. They do this by identifying carriers who have the capacity and equipment to transport the goods in question, negotiating rates with those carriers, and then coordinating the transportation process from start to finish. To give you a better idea of what this process looks like, let's walk through an example. Imagine that a manufacturer needs to transport a shipment of goods from their factory to a warehouse across the country. The manufacturer would contact a freight broker and provide them with the details of the shipment, such as the size, weight, and destination. The freight broker would then use their network of carriers to identify a suitable carrier for the job. They would negotiate rates with the carrier and then coordinate the transportation process, including arranging pickup and delivery, tracking the shipment, and handling any issues that may arise during transit. Once the shipment has been delivered, the freight broker would then invoice the shipper for their services. Freight brokers play a crucial role in the transportation industry. Their services help to connect shippers with carriers, making it easier and more efficient to transport goods from one place to another. But that's not all they do. Freight brokers also help to ensure that the transportation process runs smoothly and efficiently. They handle all of the logistics involved in the transportation process, including finding carriers, negotiating rates, and tracking shipments. This enables shippers to concentrate on their main business, while the freight broker takes care of the transportation details. In addition, freight brokers help to reduce transportation costs for shippers. By leveraging their network of carriers, freight brokers can negotiate lower rates than a shipper would be able to negotiate on their own. This helps to reduce transportation costs and improve the bottom line for shippers. Finally, freight brokers play an important role in ensuring the safety and security of the transportation process. They handle all of the necessary paperwork, including bills of lading and insurance certificates, and ensure that all carriers are properly licensed and insured. This helps to reduce the risk of theft, damage, and other issues that can arise during transit. Now that we've covered what a freight broker is and what they do, you may be wondering how to become one. The good news is that there are no formal education requirements to become a freight broker. However, there are some steps you can take to increase your chances of success in this field. First, it's important to have a good understanding of the transportation industry and the logistics involved in the transportation process. This can be gained through on-the-job experience or through formal education, such as a degree in transportation or logistics. Next, it's important to obtain a freight broker license. This involves passing a written exam and providing evidence of a surety bond or trust fund. Finally, it's important to build a network of contacts within the transportation industry. This can be done by attending industry events, joining professional organizations, and building relationships with carriers and shippers. Becoming a successful freight broker takes time and effort, but for those who are willing to put in the work, it can be a rewarding and lucrative career. That's it on what a freight broker is and what they do. We hope you found this information helpful and informative. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel for more videos on the transportation industry. Thank you for watching our video on what a freight broker is. We hope you learned something new today and that this information was helpful to you. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comments section below. We look forward to seeing you in the next video. Drive safely, and remember, trucking makes the world go round.